think about the Epstein timeline from just this year, from just 2025. Trump gets inaugurated January 20th. Late January, the White House, Pam Bondi, makes a big production out of having all of these right-wing MAGA influencers, podcasters, clown show come to the White House to get their big white binders of tranche one of the Epstein files. They made a big production out of it. Those people got pissed off. They're like, you made us look stupid. All of this stuff is heavily redacted and publicly available. But they brought that into the news themselves. They got that ball rolling again themselves proactively within the first couple weeks of Trump's second administration. Then in February, Pam Bondi's on Fox News. I've got the Epstein list on my desk. I'm reviewing it. Truckloads of evidence. Again, she offered that. Then on Friday, we get to see Senator Durbin's letter to the FBI and the DOJ disclosing that. So that's January, that's February. Middle of March, it sounds like Trump is like, oh shit, we better check on this. An order was given by somebody that for the second 2 weeks in March, 1,000 FBI personnel were going to work around the clock reviewing over 100,000 Epstein-related documents, files, specifically to flag and catalog where Donald Trump's name appeared in the Epstein files. That brings us to April, and they kind of go dark on it. But, you know, April, May, June, that's when Trump is putting secrets or National Guardsmen on the streets in Los Angeles. He was having his little breakup with Elon Musk, calling the Marines into LA. There's typically a lot going on with this administration. And then for some reason, again, the Epstein files were not in the news at all. And Trump and Pam Bondi proactively put out this memo 2 weeks ago yesterday, I think it's been 2 weeks, saying there is no Epstein client list. There's no evidence of blackmail. We're closing this file. We're not going to do any further investigations. And we're not going to release anything else from this file, from the Epstein files. And that memo caused all of this shit to blow up again. And they did that proactively with there was nothing forcing them to do that. That's just the timeline from this year. And now we've got new accusers coming out and giving interviews. We've got past victims coming out, giving interviews. The Epstein files and Trump's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein are dominating every news cycle and has for 15 days, 16 days, because they put out that stupid memo. I don't know where this goes from here. But it's like, and then Trump was interviewed at some point within the last couple of weeks. I think it was on like Newsmax or something. And he was when he started talking about how the Epstein files were written by Obama and the Clintons and James Comey and Biden. And he said it's all fraud. There's so much fraud. And he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said during this interview, and this didn't get a lot of attention, he was like, including everything we found in the file about me, it was all fraudulent. He admitted that they've been finding his name in the files. I did a duet of that video clip. It's up on my YouTube page, link in the link tree in my bio. It just makes me wonder if, when he had gotten into office, if they had just never brought up the name Jeffrey Epstein. There was enough other shit going on to keep people's attention. It's not like there was a lull in activity and somebody was like, hey, what about that Epstein thing? if this is all self-inflicted. This is all self-inflicted. And again, I mean, how many times have we been able to say this about Donald Trump? All he had to do was shut up. Everything would have been fine. All he had to do was keep his big fat mouth shut. Can't do it.